Welcome to Business Venture Exchange Africa, powered by IAZ. We're privileged to have on the program right now the president of the Insurers Association of Zambia, that's Mr. Paul Nkhoma. Paul, welcome to Business Venture Exchange.
Thank you.
Right. Now, let's talk about the Insurance Conference 2017 with a very exciting and invigorating theme, bouncing back from hard times. How would you describe the economic environment and the business environment right now for the insurers?
Well, like the theme says, bouncing back from hard times really talks to our environment. Our economy has actually had some challenges over the last few years. And we've seen that we've now moved to a situation where we're getting more stability, where our exchange rate is more stable, our inflation has come down from having gone up, the bank interest rates are coming down. There's more stability that we're seeing. So from a business perspective, those are good signs.
Now, talking about some of the key issues that came out in your speech during the official opening this morning, you touched quite heavily on the unfavorable tax regime at the moment. How would you explain that the tax regime is unfavorable?
Well, I think it's not really saying that it's unfavorable, but more saying that there's a mismatch between the tax laws and the insurance laws. And these are some of the issues we've raised and taken up with the minister, and we've said to the Revenue Authority as well as our regulator on the insurance side, to say, how can we harmonize the laws to make them more favorable, in the sense that how can it be simplified to the extent that all the players understand how the tax laws operate in relation to insurance. An example is, for example, the issue of withholding tax on insurance premium. This has to be paid by insurance companies, but the Insurance Act has a provision that allows a broker to collect the premium and pay the insurer the premium less their brokerage and commission. So at that point, the broker has already collected their commission, and the insurer cannot withhold any tax. So these are some of the issues we've said. Can we sit with both the Revenue Authority and government as policymakers through our regulator to sort of, how do we harmonize the industry? I think as insurers, we have all said we are good corporate citizens and want to remain good corporate citizens, but we need to make sure that this is done under an environment that's actually a level playing field for everybody.
Now, at the moment, the insurance industry is contributing just around 1.5% to GDP. How does that make you feel as president of the IAZ and also as CEO of one of the top leading insurance companies, which is Holland Insurance?
Well, look, Faith, there's two ways of looking at it. One of the ways you can say is it's not a good thing because we should be contributing a lot more. But the other way to look at it is say it's a challenge and an opportunity. So it's actually an opportunity for all the players in the market to say, how do we play a role?
Now, Paul, you spoke in your opening remarks at the conference how with the Insurance Act that we're trying to push for since 2013, because we're working with the Act from 1997, what is in the new Act that you feel is important and is going to help the industry move from where it is?
There's provisions in the new Act to deal with the runnings of insurance companies from a corporate governance perspective. That's going to help in terms of bringing discipline into the market. There's other issues which are more housekeeping in nature, and there's some issues that actually involve enhancing the playing field. I'll give you an example on that. There's a provision in the new Act that speaks to agents. In the current Act, an agent can only be an agent for one insurance company, be it long-term or short-term. In the new Act, the provision is that the agent can be an agent for both a short-term and a long-term insurer. So then that allows for innovation in respect of two insurance companies, short and long-term, dealing with products that may be interlinked between the two companies. So there's various other provisions within that act that would help. We've made proposals as well, which we are hoping are in the new bill, because the bill has also been revised. Some of those proposals relate to cash and carry, because we've seen that our industry has an issue when it comes to premium payment. In fact, in one of the presentations earlier today, we heard that I think we are sitting at somewhere around 62% in terms of the outstanding premium. So our proposal, and we're hoping it's there in the new act, is also to say, can we have a cash and carry? If you don't pay for your insurance policy at inception, you don't have insurance. So to bring discipline. And if you don't have the cash at that particular moment, you're free to get financing from, for example, a bank or other financial institutions.
Now, in your concluding remarks, the Minister has tasked IAZ and stakeholders during this insurance conference to come up with at least the top 5 key points or main areas that we feel need to be tabled to his office in terms of helping the industry grow. From your perspective as President of IAZ, what do you feel these 5 should be around?
Well, we had that discussion with the Minister, and we actually gave him a much bigger list, I must say. But naturally, we do need to say, can we narrow it down? I think it would be unfair for me to say these are the actual 5 issues in my respect as president of the association, because I think as an association we do need to discuss and prioritize and say which 5 can we actually confidently say to the Minister, these are the ones we had. We did have that discussion with him this morning, as well as at the conference, and some of the issues we've raised is marine insurance. Domestication of marine insurance came up. We spoke about tax incentives on life insurance to encourage savings, which also works towards the savings culture of the nation. We spoke about premium payment, the regulatory environment, as well as enforcement of regulation. These are just some of the issues. We have said to the Minister that we will give him a much firmer, longer list, well, not a longer list, but maybe elaborate in more detail and present him with a document to that effect.
Right. Thank you very much, and congratulations to you and your team for a successful insurance conference for 2017. My name is Faith Nkhoma. Thank you for watching.